Hi guys, this is Dionne from Elite Tax Experts, and welcome to how to start your own tax business and make between $30,000 to $100,000 in 3 months. A little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Dionne. I'm an entrepreneur, a real estate investor, and an overall finance specialist. And I love overall just helping people out. So my story, how I got into this business, is kind of funny, kind of by accident, but let's start from the beginning. I used to work for a well-known bank. I was making, for what I thought at the time was great money, which was between about $45,000 to $50,000. And I thought that was, decent money for that time. At the time, remind you, I had 2 kids. So I had a lot of responsibility, but I was doing whatever it takes to get promotions, to get moved up into, which some of you maybe watching this right now are going through, trying to, gradually increase your income, but also spend time and start a family. I was at that point. So how I got into the business, my wife, at the time we were just dating, and I think my lease was ending at my apartment, and she had about 1 month left in her apartment. So I moved in with her, and she lived with her best friend at the time. Her best friend's fiance was how I got into the business. He actually was one of those guys who was just always fresh. He had the nicest clothes, Gucci, just designer, Louis, whatever, all kind of designer clothes. And he had a nice car. He had a Porsche. And one thing about it, he never went to work. And this was about, at the time, maybe this was like November, December, I think, when we first got to talking. But I just noticed he was always there, but he never went to work. So I'm going to work, one of those Sunday nights where you're dreading going to work. But on Monday, you're at work and you're just there, and you had a bad day or whatever. You come home, and he was at home. He was there in the living room playing video games. And I'm talking to my girl like, hey man, what does this guy do? Like, he don't ever go to work. So, she was like, I don't know. So I talked to him one day. I'm in the living room, and I asked him, I said, hey man, what do you do? I know you seem like you got it together, man. What do you always do? You always traveling? You go out to eat a lot? You always partying? Like, what do you do? He was like, hey, I have a tax company. And I said, a tax company? Like, how does, what do you mean? Like, you make money doing that? He said, yeah, I work from December until end of December until April 15th. And I said, wow, you make enough money that you don't have to work? Or what do you do the other 8 months? He said, well, I can do whatever I want. I have that financial freedom to do whatever I choose. I could travel, I could spend time with my family, or I could just invest in other businesses. So I liked how it sounded, but I still didn't get it. So I asked him to break it down for me, and I basically asked him, I said, man, how much do you make? and he basically, the number he told me was basically 10 times more than my salary at the time. And I already told you what my salary was. So just imagine. So I'm blown away. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't sleep at night. I go to work the next day, and I'm just getting through the day, but I can't wait to get home to talk to him again, to ask him questions. So on the way home, you know how when you first get a new car, or you see something you like a car you like, and notice it in your conscious, all of a sudden in your subconscious, you start seeing that car over and over and over on the road. It was like that. I couldn't stop noticing tax offices on the way home, H&R Blocks, Liberty Taxes, Jackson Hewitt's, mom and pop locations. I would see them everywhere. So when I got home, I started doing my research. I'm Googling everything like crazy. I'm starting to notice how much tax businesses make, their hours, how they operate, how they market. And I come to notice H&R Block makes $3 billion every tax season. Liberty Tax makes hundreds of millions of dollars every tax season. Same with Jackson Hewitt. And if you notice, they're all specifically located in the neighborhood, and our neighborhoods, and black neighborhoods, and Latino neighborhoods. And they never, if you notice, they make all that money, and they never trickle that money back down into our neighborhoods. And that's not fair to you or me, right? So I got to thinking, what if I were to start my own tax business, or what if I was to actually take this serious and take a leap of faith? And I did it. I indulged everything I could into starting my tax business and taking that chance, and it was a blessing, best decision I ever made at the time. Now understand, taxes was not my passion. My passion was actually real estate, to have properties, to be a real estate investor, what I'm doing now. That was my passion, but understand, you don't have to be passionate about taxes. You just got to be passionate about your future. And that's exactly what I was. I used the strategy of running my own tax business to earn capital to invest in real estate and to do other entrepreneurial, endeavors. And that's exactly, what I use. So the strategies that I learned, I'm going to be teaching you guys as well, and for you guys to be successful. When you start with us in your elite tax business, we're going to enroll you in school, so you can be accredited. With an accredited school, you can have your own tax license. Also, we're going to go ahead and give you the software, our Elite Tax software, which is an awesome software because you can use that tax software basically anywhere in the United States. You do not have to have a physical office, which is even the greater thing, guys. It's 2019. We're in the era of social media, marketing, and word of mouth. You don't have to have a physical office. Of course, if you want to look more professional, you definitely can. But all you need to be successful in this business is a laptop and a strategy. And that strategy we're going to teach you. We also will teach you how to market. And the greatest thing about the software that we have is dummy proof. You basically can't finish a client's tax return unless all the questions are answered and all the information is correct. It'll give you an error message to let you know and take you exactly to the spot to fix that information. So that's the greatest part about it. Understand, I'm successful in this business and I had no experience until I actually took that leap of faith. So that's the greatest part about it. Also, now I know you're wondering, everything sounds good, but how do I get clients? I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that my mentor told me. How many people at your job right now are over 18 and get a W-2 and file taxes? Everybody, right? Correct. How many people in your neighborhood are over 18 with a job? In your family, over 18 with a job? Or on your social media right now, your Instagram, your Facebook, in your text messages, whoever you talk to every day. When you start this business, everyone needs to know that you're a tax professional now, because those are going to be your clients, guys. And the great thing about this business, all you need is between 50 and 100 clients to make a full-time income. So let's get to the numbers. I know you're wondering. The average tax preparation fee in the United States is $300. So let's say you have 100 people between your Facebook, your Instagram, your friends, your family. 100 times 300, that's $30,000. Mind you, guys, that's in less than 3 months or 3 months. If you have 200, again, guys, that's $60,000. 200 clients, $300 average fee, $60,000 in 3 months, guys. Understand that. And then for the other 8 months, you can go back to work. You can invest in other businesses. You can use that money for the strategy that I told you guys earlier, whatever you want. But guys, this is in 3 months from a laptop or from your desktop or from a physical location, whatever you prefer. That is the greatest thing about this business. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I know everything sounds good, but how much is it? Understand, if you look it up right now, to start a Liberty Tax office, it is about $60,000 to start your own franchise with Liberty Tax or H&R Block. Right now, we're offering for our program, to be a part of Elite Tax, the services for the fractional of the cost, which includes your training, your marketing, your strategy, and to be able to come to Tampa, Florida to our actual conference where we strategize and get you guys ready for the upcoming tax season. We're offering our services for $5,000. You can have your own franchise for $5,000. Again, it's important though, if you guys are watching this video and you're on the fence, you have to act now, because it's going to take at least 6 months to get everything taken care of between getting your licenses and your training, getting your hours of training and your licenses. So you must act fast. Understand, the biggest thing about being an entrepreneur is taking action. A lot of people have the dreams of being an entrepreneur, but you have to take action, guys. Again, so if that's you and you're watching this video and you're interested and you want more information, you can go ahead and give us a call. We also accept payment plans of $5,000. It's something you can't do at the moment. Give us a call at 813-413-4479. Again, you can speak to our finance team. We can work out a payment plan with you. But if, again, that number, you can give us a call. That number is 813-413-4479. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I can't wait to get started.